Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I shaved. Was getting tired of seeing my scalp through my hair. I've done this before, but not usually in the cold months. But got a wild hair, decided to do it. Figured I was going to own it. I think it's just about time I just stay bald at this point. And I'm liking it. A lot of stuff to go over this week. You know how I like to do new things every week to try to, work on my goals or whatever. And you know that I like charisma. I mean, I was doing charisma books on Audible. Well, this week I decided I was going to try sleep hypnosis. There's not really a way to tell whether or not that really helps you or not. And even when you do have a new effect, when you feel like you're getting a more charismatic magnetism towards you, how do you tell if that's really the books or sleep hypnosis or whatever? But I figured it was worth a try, and at least it puts me to sleep, As far as effects of it, though, I mean, the only thing that I've noticed is that on a couple of occasions, talking to coworkers, talking to my friends, they do seem a little bit more engaged talking to me. I mean, more so than normal. I feel like, when there's a group of people that I'm a little bit more in focus with them. And that could be in my head. I don't know. I know that I spent an hour with my best friend when I went and picked up my jacket. It was really late, so I couldn't stay longer than an hour. For his sake, he had to go to bed. But after I left, I was driving home, and he sent me this text that was like a really endearing, almost emotional text about our friendship, and that's just not like him. He's a guy. But I mean, I thought that was kind of interesting, that he did that. Weight wise, I can't tell you what I weighed today because I didn't weigh myself today. I was not planning on doing a video today. I did one yesterday and deleted it because there was some personal information that I'm not really sure I'm ready to give out yet. Something about me, a side of me that some people just don't know. It's just personal stuff, nothing bad or nothing, but anyway, as far as weight goes, Monday, which would have been like 6 days since my last video, at that point, I was down 5 pounds. So I was pretty happy. However, that same night, after I weighed myself, we were playing Starfinder. I play Starfinder with my friends. Every other week, I'm a GM. It's a tabletop RPG like Dungeons and Dragons, but it's in space. And they were all getting hungry, and I'm the host, and I said, well, I can cheat. I could do a cheat day today, and so we ended up having pizza. I mean, it was actually only 4 slices of Domino's, so it wasn't bad. But yeah, I don't know what to weigh today though. I know I weighed myself the day before, I believe it was, and I was still about the same that I was. So, but if we go by that number on Monday, I'm 350. So, getting past that now. Girls. I've told you a couple of times now that I've been talking to a couple of girls, a small group of girls, not going on any dates, but just talking to them. And I cut 3 of them. I was getting overwhelmed. I was getting too many messages and too many conversations. I was having a hard time keeping track with some of them. And some of them I felt like I was ignoring. I didn't mean to ignore them, but I mean, I was just responding as they were coming in. And I felt bad, and so I cut 3 of them out. But one of them is brand new. Right now I'm at 3. I have 3 that I'm talking to. One of them is really interesting. There is one girl that I've been talking to the longest at this point. She really deserves a date at this point. But the thing is, she has 2 kids who live with her. She has 5 total, but 2 that live with her. She's already raised some kids to adulthood. I don't have much experience as an adult, or not as an adult. I don't have much experience raising kids to adulthood. I don't have any, hardly at all. And so I'd be going into her life, and her kids are her kids, and they're going to follow her. It's just natural. It makes sense. Not like I want to take over her kids. you know. But this kind of goes into what I was trying to say yesterday. I just didn't like the way I said it yesterday. You know, in my 20s, I was a very passive, nice guy. I consider myself now a recovering, passive, nice guy. Getting into my 30s, I started growing, and I'm somewhat of a dom in a relationship now. And that's something that even my best friend doesn't even realize. He still knows me as the guy from my 20s, the guy from high school that he first met, you know, and I haven't taken him on double dates, you know, in a long time, because if he saw that, you know, I'm ordering for the girl or whatever, he would call me on it, and it's fine, but it would change the dynamic of the date, you know. And when I'm dating a girl, I don't want that to mess up the date, you know, that I have to explain myself. As a dom, I don't like to explain myself. I don't like to ask questions, and I don't like to explain myself too much. I mean, I am what I am, but I'm not. What I want to get across, though, that I didn't get across last time, is that I'm not like your guy that wears leather. I'm not like Christian Grey. I'm not really in the set role they have today for that. I think of myself as like a very old school, almost original type dom, where, you know, back in the 60s or whenever, before doms were really a known thing in the public, you know, guys used to open the doors for them, they pull up the seats, they drive the cars for the lady. They still do that a little bit today. It's chivalry, obviously, but to me, chivalry is a sign of mild dominance. You're leading the girl through the date, just like you lead them in the bedroom. You know, girls like that. You know, they're like a guy who's assertive, and he leads, and he takes the role, and he plans the dates. But I'm not trying to fit a role. I'm just who I am, and I like to lead a date. I like to do the chivalrous things in public. I like to order the food for the girl if I know what she likes already. I mean, I like to go through like almost like a questionnaire when we start getting serious. You know, what's their favorite metal? What's their favorite flower? So I know these things, and I can just do them confidently. But yeah, my best friend doesn't even know that about me. He still assumes I'm the passive nice guy because I'm still fairly the same around him. I mean, me and him have had a long rapport. I treat him differently than I treat almost everybody. That's the way it is with me and him. He's my best friend. He's known me the longest. Well, there's actually one guy that's known me longer, but he's just not in my life as much. I don't see him as much. My best friend, the guy that would be my best man, he's the guy I'm talking about. But getting back to this girl, the one girl that I was talking about that has the kids, you know, I'm a bit of a dom, and I'd like to lead, and I can't see myself how I would lead that herd when the kids are going to know that I don't have the experience that she has, and they already find her to be the leader, and as they should be. It's, again, I don't want to even take that from her, but it's just, I'm going into a situation that I'm just not comfortable with. And I think that's why I've been kind of distant with her, and I feel bad. I told her, just told her yesterday. It's kind of why I fired up in my video yesterday. And, you know, I was trying to use it to diffuse the situation. I honestly was kind of thinking it was going to go a different direction, but it just turned her on. With telling a good person that you're a dom, you never know if they're going to like it or not, because even though I think girls like to be led in dates, you tell a girl that you're a dom and they automatically think certain things. And I'm not. I think I'm not at all. So, but it's still been an overall really good week. I lost a lot of weight. Enjoying the sleep hypnosis, at least to the point that it's putting me asleep, and I feel like I'm getting some results, whether it's through the books or through the sleep hypnosis. I read another book, another dating men's book called Dating Essentials for Men. It's by Dr. Robert Glover. He sounds like Baz Luhrmann on the audio. I mean, it was audio. It was the audio was done by the author, and he sounds like Baz Luhrmann, that old song from like 2000, 2001, somewhere in there. But he also come across as a bit of an asshole, which not surprising. But I really enjoyed it. I mean, it didn't teach me anything new. I knew these things. I knew that girls liked these things, like they'd like to be led. But in this political climate with manspreading and mansplaining, I feel like an alien in this country. You know, I haven't been dating for the last few years, and I don't know why I always have a hard time. Like, I always gotta like take an extra deep breath, or swallow my spit or whatever that is. But I knew those things, but he explained why girls like these things, and that's something I never really understood. I never understood why girls like the bad boy, why they like the assertive guy who, tells a girl what to do. Like, and when I say that, what I mean is girls don't like when a guy says, "Where do you want to eat tonight? What do you want to do for our date? What sexual position do you want?" They want a guy to say, let's go here, meet me here, or, get on my bed, take off your clothes. They like those things. And I just never understood why, and that book explained why. So, while I discarded some of what he said, like, he goes over talking about how you break up with women, and that's very cold, the way he describes how you should break up with women. I did not like that, but 2/3 of the book was gold, and it just kind of reinforced that nature of me. It made me feel good about myself in that respect, because I honestly didn't know if that was even cool to be that kind of guy anymore. So much man-hating these days. But so if you're a guy and you're looking to date, that is a good book I would suggest reading that book. Especially if you're a passive nice guy. I understand what it means to be that guy. I see guys in my Facebook group, the singles Facebook group, and I've been wanting to turn them on to this book because, I mean, they don't know how to talk to women at all. There's one guy in a wheelchair. I'm not gonna say his name or anything, and I feel so bad because he's a really nice guy and whatnot, and I really feel for him when I see him talking in the group, and I tried to talk to him about it. He didn't really want help, and some people are just like that. But anyway, I'm gonna end that here. Stay motivated, guys, and I'll see you next week. All right, bye.